Hello, everybody again. So in this short video, I'm gonna explain to you how can you find the dates of the business cycles in the real life. So let's start with this. So let's go with to Google, and then just type NBER. Okay, so you will find out this. So National Bureau of Economic Research, NBER. So let's click on this one. So as you can see, the website is www.nber.org. Okay, so anyway, this is the website for the NBER. So you can find out many economic data on this website. But let me focus on in this video only on the datings of the business cycle. So as you can see in the home page, you will see business cycle dating information. So let's click on this one. You will see business cycle dating. I already explained in my lecture in the previous video what do you mean by this graphs, but let's click on US business cycle dates. Okay, as you can see, so US business cycle expansions and contractions. What do you mean by contraction is recession, as you can see. So contractions and recessions are the same. And in my previous video about the definitions of recession, as you can see, recession means what starts at the peak of a business cycle and end at a trough. Okay, so these are the official business cycle dates since 1857. So let's see, let me show you something. So for example, so as I said, let me repeat again. So recession starts from the peak to the next trough. Okay, so for instance, so the first peak we have was in 1857, quarter number 2. And then the next trough was quarter number 4, 1858. So from June 57 to December 58, if you count the number of months between these two dates, you'll find that it's equal 18 months. Okay, so from peak to trough. So the contraction, the first contraction we have is from June 1857 to December 1858, and this lasts for 18 months, and so on. So you can see, now we can see the last or the most recent recession we had. So I explained this in my lecture notes. I said the recession here, this is after the financial crisis in 07 and 08. So from December 07 to June 08, again, it's 18 months. And then we are in recession right now. So after the pandemic, started from February 2020, and the GDP is still going down. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something here. So let's go back to the BEA website, just to give you a better idea about what do you mean by recessions. Okay, I already explained this one before, but see here, data, and then let's go to the GDP, and then enter active data. Okay, GDP and national income, begin using the data. Okay, so, and section 1, let's say table 1.1.6. Okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, actually let's do this. So business cycle dates are based on GDP. I said this before. So let me explain what do I mean by this. So let's focus only on the first line in this table, which is the total GDP. Let's start from quarter 1, 2018. This was 18.5, 18.6, 18.7. Yes, it keeps going up, right? So it's 18.8, 18.9, and now it becomes 19, 19.1, 19.25. So so as you can see, so since Q1 2018 until the end of 2019, the GDP keeps going up. Okay, now what happened in the first quarter of 2020 after the starting of the pandemic? As you can see, if you compare Q1 2020 to Q4 2019, so there is a decline in the GDP. So now it becomes 1901 What about the quarter two? Wow. So this is a big decline. The GDP starts becomes 17.3 and now starts to go up 18.59 in the third quarter. So can you tell me here, if you look to the first line here of the GDP, so what was the first quarter when the GDP starts to decline? It's obvious here. So this is the quarter one in 2020. If I go back here, so as you can see, so that's why this is the peak month. So the peak month, February 2020, so that's why the GDP starts to decline starting from the first quarter in 2020. Okay, so this is what I have. So hopefully by this after this video, we'll understand what do we mean by business cycle expansions and business cycle contractions. Okay, thank you and see you in the next video.